What's happening, YouTube? Knife Factor at it again. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a scale swap on this here Orion Scorpio. Thanks to David Orion Knives. Greatly appreciated. We had a little issue and he was right on that with some fantastic customer service. I can't thank you enough, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I can't recommend him enough for that reason. Anyways, let's get into this. So we're just going to do a scale swap. We got some natural G10s right here. We're going to take off these bad boys with hopes that it fixes up this here little wiggle we got that I cannot get tightened down. And I'm sure it will, because this is just a softer material, and I think the countersink in that just opened up a little bit. So here we go. And excuse me if it takes a little too long. You know, I'm not a professional knife taker aparter, but we're going to try anyways to get it done quick here for you. And I should have probably laid out. I got my tray with the magnet bends right there. I probably should have laid out the all right, that doesn't want to come right out. The parts breakdown that they give you. Well, I didn't do that, but we're hoping for the best anyways here. So let's get out all these scale screws and spacers and barrel spacers and pivots and so on and so forth. And I'm probably doing half of it off screen because I'm too busy looking at the part and not looking at the screen at all. Sorry about that if I am. But I don't want to have a super long video for you because I know that's pretty annoying sometimes. And a lot of a lot of chatter like I'm doing right now can be pretty annoying too, can it? All right, I think we got it apart. All right, so here we go. Obviously, I'm taking this side apart first. So there's your liners. There's your back spacer, G10, some more post spacers, I guess you could call them. Blade, spring. Right about now, I'm wishing I had, oh, there we go. Right about now, I'm wishing I had that parts breakdown that they send with every knife, which I think is awesome to date. So there's your pivot, there's your liners. We still got another barrel spacer intact here. I'll throw a little bit of this Loctite on everything when I put it back together. I'm not going to take the time to use any acetone or anything to clean everything off. I'm just going to try to get this done for you guys. And it's a newer knife, so it's not like it's had a lot of time to get a bunch of crud on it. Okay, that pivot collar. There's that. One more screw and one more pivot collar. Yeah, good thing I use my magnets so well for holding all my parts, huh? Okay, so, oh, pivot collar. There we go. Old liners. New liners. Pretty sweet looking. All right, move this aside, get this stuff out of my way. And I got lucky. You might need two. That's why I have another one right here. Two drivers. You know, mine are both Weehaw. I think this one's like a Boker, you know, but it is a Weehaw nevertheless. And then there's another little Weehaw. And everything on here is T8. I believe that was T8. It looks like T. Yeah, everything on there's T8, which is another awesome feature in my eyes, not having to juggle around for different sizes and whatnot. But there we go. Got some wipe down liners. Clean out these pivot collars a little bit here. There's that. Back spacer there. Scale screws. Get those so I don't lose them here. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see those up there. So here's our bearings. Here's our barrel spacers. Here's some post spacers. One is actually kind of a lanyard loop, and then here's your stop. So we got a mess of crud here. What the heck do I do now? I think we'll be all right. Let's get this figured out. So this is my clip side right here. Maybe I'll start with this side. Maybe I won't. Heck, I don't know. We'll start with, hopefully I do this right. As you can see, look at here. These holes are different size. So I kind of noticed as taking it apart, your push button, I believe there's a spring, a little magnetized right there. But that's got to be able to slide through right there. See that? You got the bigger hole. So the bigger hole is going to be on a right-handed person's show side. So let's get this started. There's that. Okay, I'm lost, but I'll catch back up. Give me a second. Get this in here. Now everybody would do this differently, obviously. There's no flat spots on the barrel spacers, so that's why you might need, you might end up needing two. Get another screw here. You might end up needing two drivers. Sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll just come apart on their own. So we got that. Oh, I've got to get the post spacer in there anyways. Trying to get this done fast, which is probably going to hurt me in the long run because of mistakes you make when you're moving faster than you should be, obviously. So here's a screw. I should have cleaned off all that. I didn't even put Loctite on those, but that's okay. I'll put it on after. We got the screw started. Show side. We'll go pivot collar here. We'll go with the pivot barrel there. Since it's going to screw in on the other side, I don't need that button yet. But the only reason I'm putting this in right away is because I want to lay this down. Oh, and you do have a flat spot on this. So you got to make sure that's lined up. That's why I'm having trouble, because I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy yapping. So get that in there. Now, just for reference, I did loosen everything up before I started the video. Not that you care, but just trying to make it be a little quicker. I already had everything loosened up and kind of ready to go. So we have some like post spacers right here. You can see, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The only thing I'm seeing that you could really hurt yourself with on this so far is the different size holes in the liners. If you were to put this in backwards, well, then this wouldn't work, your push button lock. So we got everything sitting here looking great for now. Put the back spacer in backwards. Got that all lined up, hopefully. And this is your one post spacer, or whatever you want to call it, that acts as a lanyard hole too, kind of. So, okay, we got everything sitting there looking good so far. I got a screw that's making me panic right now, but almost like I'm missing one. We'll figure that out in a second. So, this is the stop. This is the button with the spring. I want to make sure that's in there. Got that sitting there. So what we should do now is maybe put this blade on here. I'll try to remember to put Loctite on this side and just take the other side off. Boom, boom. Bearings seem to be double-sided. You know, I think they can go either way. I better double check that. Yeah. They can go either way, I believe, hopefully. Just keep that off so we don't knock everything out of place. And I forgot something, but we'll get to it right now. I keep trying to let go of that. We can do this. Give me a drop there, maybe a drop there, maybe a drop there. And we'll make a mess and re-wipe everything down. That's all right. We're not here to impress. We're just here to get it done, right? A little mess I got going right there. Wipe it up. Get the other line. Oh, no, we got more to do. couple drops of oil in there. Drop these bearings in. There you go. So we're all oiled up, ready to go. What next? Somebody help. Let's go with this liner. I believe we're ready for the liner. Oh, smooth as silk right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so being that we got, oh, am I missing anything? No, not yet. I'm not missing anything yet. Now we're going to go with our scale here. Get this Loctite ready. Got the stick Loctite. I'm sure you've watched a million other videos where people recommend that. It's just a lot easier to deal with these little screws. Get that started. I'm looking at this longer screw and I just don't, maybe it must be my, it's gotta be my spacer or my pocket clip screw. Gots to be. Get that on here. Oh, I love that they're all T8. Little T6s are just a pain in the butt, and I wish I would have paid attention that that long screw came off that pocket clip or not. So, oh, we forgot something. And you guys are probably watching going, look at you, you idiot. Yeah, well, it is what it is. We already still got fresh Loctite on there, so we're not worried about that. Just make sure you get your pivot collar back on there for all the pretty aesthetics of that. Pocket clip coming up. And hopefully that's what this screw was for. I honestly didn't pay attention. Little Loctite. Slide it in there. Get it started. Got it just barely on there. Now I'm going to take these off right quick to waste some more of your time. Of course. Make the video take longer, why don't you? A little Loctite on that. I want to have everything with a little Loctite. And me personally, I'll Loctite everything up on a knife when I take it apart. And I only use the blue Loctite. I never use any other color or any other brand. I use this or just the blue liquid. However, where was I? Get this to not see it spinning on me now. Everything on this knife was very centered and good to go. So hopefully just snugging everything down and then playing with the pivot to get the action that I prefer out of this knife is all I'm going to have to do, and not have to mess with any loosening or tightening to get this centered. I have a feeling it's going to be perfect just right off the bat. So I'm going to get these all snugged up here. Maybe not have to use 2 drivers, which I am. Tighten this side up. Getting a little shaky in my old age. There we go. Minimal play, and it hasn't been tightened down at all, so that's definitely a good thing. I probably forgot to oil something too. Trying to get this done as quick as possible for you guys. Snug. Now, I haven't done anything with the pivot collar yet. Oh, this is a long video. Now I got it really tight. Will not drop shut. But oh, as I was saying with the Loctite, I like to get everything set to where I like it. Now it flicks open but does not drop shut. No blade play. Loosen it up a little bit more. Just want to get it to drop shut and not have any blade. No blade play. Drop shut. Butter. Like I was saying, sorry. The Loctite, I like to get that on there and give it time to sit before I mess with it too much. No play on that at all, that pocket clip. That is awesome. Thanks again, Orion Knives. And let's just take a second, clean this blade off a little bit. Let's see if I got to do it. Look at that. Still perfectly centered. I had a feeling it would be. Let's just admire the beauty of that that red looks great on that natural G10. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this will help somebody someday do something. But Knife Factor is going to be signing out right after you leave a comment and follow, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. Knife Factor _ I said it wrong. Knife _ Factor. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hope it wasn't too painful.